Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're a parent, future parent, teacher, or just someone curious about how kids are raised around the world, you have landed on the right video. Today, I'll be diving deep into a topic that touches nearly every family. Gentle parenting versus traditional discipline. What are they? How do they differ? And globally, which one is working best? Grab a drink, settle in, and let's get into this. It's going to be a nice time. Your time won't be wasted at all because you're going to learn one or two by the time you follow through to the end of the video. So first, what exactly do we mean by gentle parenting and traditional discipline? Gentle parenting is rooted in empathy, respect, understanding, and boundaries. It avoids punishments like spanking or timeout and instead focuses on connection, emotional regulation, and cooperation. Traditional discipline, on the other hand, emphasizes obedience, rules, consequences, and often include punishments like grounding, spanking, or stern reprimand. That's just the two sides of parenting. Now, on the other side, you begin to ask yourself, what kind of parenting are you giving to your children? Both method aims to raise respectful, well-adjusted children, but they approach it very differently. Let's look at how they evolved, how they came about, and how we have them today. In a brief history, we have understanding that the traditional discipline, which maybe some of us have had, goes way back centuries, even built around structures, controls, and often fear. In many cultures, obedience was seen as the highest form of respect. And I'm sure that relates to you as well. Fast forward to 20th century or 21st century, psychologists like Dr. Spock and more recently, Dr. Lara, they are advocating for a gentler, emotionally intelligent approach in comparison with what we had in the past. So it is not that gentle parenting is new. It is more that we are finally listening to children development sciences. We're looking at how it affects them, what we do. You're looking at how the approaches we give to children in parenting, what it does to them psychologically and what is the output. But what does this look like across the globe? We have in different areas, different locations across the globe that have different parenting style. Now, let's take a world tour on parenting. Let's look at some continents and see how it is. Like in Scandinavia, especially countries like in Sweden, in Norway, physical punishment is banned. Gentle parenting is the norm. Kids have strong voices. And discipline is more about guidance, not about you forcing them to do it. In East Asia, like Japan and South Korea, there is more emphasis on social harmony. While traditional discipline exists, there is a lot of emotional atonement, which is attached to it. While in Africa, in Latin America, and South Asia, traditional methods still dominate in many homes, partly because of the cultural value and partly due to generational continuity. But there are shifts happening. People are beginning to embrace the gentle parenting now because of the output, because of what they tend to gain as they are seeing across the globe. Interestingly, whatever there is, that is more education, support for mental health, and awareness, gentle parenting is gaining traction. People are beginning to embrace it left, right, and center and discarding the traditional parenting. And so, it is not as if what you're practicing is evil, but you get more if you go the other way. Okay, so what does the science say? That's the question you'll be asking yourself. Because study has shown already that harsh discipline like yelling, spanking, shaming can lead to anxiety, aggression, and lower self-esteem in children. While gentle parenting is linked to better emotional regulation, stronger parent-child bonds, and even better academic output or outcome for them. But here is the nuances. Too much permissiveness as well, which some mistakes for gentle parenting can lead to child lacking boundaries. Boundaries, they need it. If you take away boundary from parenting your child, you've killed that child. You've made the life of that child because they take advantage of it. So it is not about being soft. It is about being firm with empathy. Balance is the key. The key here is just balancing it. That is where the key lies. It is not just that you are soft. If you're soft, without proper boundaries, you mess the life of the child up. So let's break it down. Let's break down the pros and the cons of all of this. For instance, in traditional discipline, structure is important, quick compliance. But what does it do? It damages trust. It may cause long-term emotional issue with the child. Why in gentle parenting, empathy and trust is built. Emotional intelligence is one of the outputs, but it takes longer time. It requires more patience and consistency. If you're not consistent with what you are doing and firm with it, you are losing out. It is not black and white. There are strengths in both, but it's about the long-term impact. That is what matters, which leads to a bigger question. It is the long-term impact that matters. It is not about one is evil, the other one is not. No. It takes patience to be able to do it. There is no one size fits all. You can combine the two, but globally, the trend is clear as countries invest more in education, mental health, and parenting support. Gentle parenting is becoming more widespread. People are beginning to accept it more than the traditional parenting. In fact, many experts now advocate for what is called authoritative parenting, which combines the warmth and empathy with clear boundaries and expectation. And so you begin to ask yourself question, what are you doing? What is actually the end game for parenting your child? What are you expecting from them? The hybrid model seems to be the most effective across culture. And it is flexible. It allows you to adopt based on the child, the context, and the cultural norm. Because different children come with different output. It depends on what you see with them and what you want to achieve. But if you stick to one like the traditional one, there's going to be a lot of, at the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of emotional pain for them. If you have parented using either approach, I would love to hear from you. Drop your comment below with your experience. Have you tried gentle parenting? Do you believe traditional methods are still the most effective in your culture? Or you see something that is not really adding up for you? Let's learn from each other. And I'll be happy if you share with me, because we are here to learn and to help ourselves. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumb up. Share it with someone who is navigating parenting right now. And don't forget to subscribe for more thoughtful, evidence-based conversation. Parenting isn't easy, but with empathy, structure, and support, we can all do better with it. Until next time, stay kind, stay strong, and keep growing.